long as I'm making music, I know I can't do no one no wrong.
They ruled the airwaves for a moment and then disappeared. Why did these 10 songs, which captured the spirit of 1972 to 73, leave their creators as one-hit wonders? From catchy tunes to deep cultural reflections, these tracks are more than just music. They're sonic snapshots of history. Stick around to see how they shaped the world they lived in and ours today. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. Number 1, Nice to Be With You. What if one song could cut through the chaos of the early 70s? That's exactly what Gallery's Nice to Be With You achieved. Released in 1972, when the world wrestled with protests, political shifts, and cultural transformation, this lighthearted tune brought something much simpler. Happiness. Its breezy guitar, toe-tapping beat, and tender lyrics made it feel like a conversation with a close friend, offering a break from the noise. The track soared to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, a feat that no one, not even the band, fully anticipated. Written by Jim Gold, the song resonated with listeners because of its universal message about cherishing time with loved ones. It wasn't groundbreaking, and maybe that's why it worked so well. People needed something easy, pure, and genuine. Today, the song lives on, making cameos in nostalgic playlists and romantic mixtapes. Proof that even decades later, simplicity can feel like a timeless gift. Number 2, How Do You Do? Ever stumbled across a song so infectious it felt impossible to ignore? That's How Do You Do by Dutch duo Mouth and McNeil. Released in 1972, this quirky track wasn't just catchy. It became a global sensation, climbing charts in multiple countries and even reaching number 8 on the US Billboard Hot 100. The duo, made up of the lively Willem Mouth Duin and the vibrant Maggie McNeil, brought a fun chemistry to the song that made it instantly memorable. What's remarkable is how its carefree energy disguised its unusual backstory. Originally recorded in English, not Dutch, it was designed to have international appeal, and it worked. From Europe to the United States, that spirited melody had audiences singing along, even if listeners couldn't always place the duo's origins. Though the pair never managed to top its success, the song lives on. It's been revived in commercials, nostalgic playlists, and karaoke nights, proving music truly has no borders. Number 3, Joy. What happens when classical music meets a synthesizer? In 1972, Apollo 100 took Johann Sebastian Bach's Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring, and transformed it into something entirely new. The group led by keyboardist Tom Parker created Joy, an instrumental track that blended the elegance of Bach's timeless melody with the modern flair of electric keyboards and a driving beat. It wasn't just classical music with a twist. It was a bold reinvention that brought a centuries-old composition onto the pop charts, reaching number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. By merging genres so seamlessly, Joy set the stage for future explorations between classical music and popular sounds, paving the way for innovation. Number 4, I Believe in Music. Could a song be more than just a melody? Could it be a statement? Gallery seemed to say yes with I Believe in Music, released in 1972 as a follow-up to their hit, Nice to Be With You. Written by Mac Davis, the track wasn't just cheerful, it was practically a mission statement about the power of music. Despite its infectious optimism, the song didn't climb the charts like its predecessor. Maybe it was too earnest, or perhaps it was overshadowed by flashier hits of the era. Still, its warmth left a mark. It became a quiet anthem for those who believe in music as a universal language. Number 5, White Lies, Blue Eyes. A song with a title like White Lies, Blue Eyes immediately sparks curiosity, and in 1972, it did just that. Performed by a band called Bullet, the track carried an emotionally charged rock sound that resonated with listeners. Its gritty guitar riffs, steady rhythm, and soulful vocals gave it a raw quality, a departure from the polished pop tunes dominating the charts. Paired with its haunting lyrics, the song had everything it needed to make waves, briefly rising to number 28 on the Billboard Hot 100. Despite fading from the mainstream, White Lies, Blue Eyes built a small, dedicated fan base among lovers of 70s rock, and its unapologetic authenticity keeps it alive today as an underrated gem for those who discover it. Number 6, Beautiful Sunday. Can a song about the simplest joys in life reach global heights? That's exactly what Beautiful Sunday by Daniel Boone achieved in 1972. With its upbeat melody and straightforward lyrics about enjoying, well, a beautiful Sunday, the track had no pretenses. It was all sunshine and smiles. Its relatable message clicked with audiences, making it an instant international favorite. While Beautiful Sunday skyrocketed into global charts, becoming particularly beloved in Japan and Germany, Daniel Boone's career struggled to reach the same level of recognition again. The international success of the song starkly contrasted with Boone's inability to follow it with another hit, cementing him as an early 70s one-hit wonder. Number 7, Jungle Fever. In 1972, a Belgian group known as Cha-Cha-Chas created a stir with their unconventional hit, Jungle Fever. At a time when pop music leaned on familiar formulas, this sultry instrumental track stood out with its daring blend of Latin rhythms, funk, and a provocative groove. The song wasn't just bold in its sound. It was layered with breathy vocalizations and a steamy energy that made it as controversial as it was infectious. Despite its minimal lyrics, the track managed to carve out a space on the charts, becoming both a sensation and a conversation starter. Listeners couldn't get enough of its hypnotic rhythm, but its overtly risque nature raised eyebrows, sparking both admiration and debate. That shock value helped cement its place in pop culture. Number 8, Popcorn. Imagine hearing something that sounded like it was plucked straight from the future. That's the effect Hot Butter's Popcorn had when it dropped in 1972. Originally composed by Gershon Kingsley, the track was given an electronic makeover by the band, turning it into a quirky, toe-tapping instrumental powered almost entirely by synthesizers. At the time, this technology was still new to mainstream audiences, and Popcorn made it feel fresh, exciting, and oddly charming. Its playful, robotic rhythm captured attention worldwide, propelling it to become a novelty hit that peaked in the top 10 across multiple countries. While some listeners may have written it off as a passing fad, its impact was far more significant. Number 9, Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree. What makes a song become more than just a hit? For Tony Orlando and Dawn, Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree achieved that in 1973. At its heart is a deeply moving story. A man returning home after time in prison, looking for a simple sign of forgiveness, a yellow ribbon tied around an old oak tree. The song topped charts in both the US and the UK, cementing its status as a phenomenon. Its warm, hopeful message propelled Tony Orlando and Dawn into the limelight. However, despite their newfound fame, they struggled to match the emotional impact or commercial success of this track in their later releases. Number 10, Precious and Few. A love song that captured hearts everywhere, Precious and Few became the defining moment for Climax. Released in December 1971, this tender ballad, sung by Sonny Garassi, radiated warmth with its gentle melody and heartfelt lyrics. Written by Walter D. Nims, its lush arrangement gave the song a timeless quality, making it the perfect soundtrack for romantic occasions. Weddings in particular embraced it, and it wasn't long before it became a staple on both radio airwaves and couples playlists. Despite its massive success, Precious and Few unintentionally cast a shadow over everything else the band ever released. Climax struggled to replicate the magic of their first major hit, leaving them labeled as one-hit wonders. These songs may have been one-hit wonders, but their legacies are anything but fleeting. Each track is a tiny time capsule, preserving the hopes, emotions, and creativity of the early 70s. In just a few minutes, they told stories that still resonate, even if the artist behind them faded from the charts. Take some time to revisit these tracks and explore the world they came from. Whether it's Popcorn predicting electronic music's rise, or Tie a Yellow Ribbon offering timeless hope, these songs are worth another listen. They captured a moment and continue to connect us across generations.